And back at Jižní Město Sports Arena, here for another day of the European Box Lacrosse Championship. We have the Netherlands and Germany taking on a contested Game 5 of the women's round robin. We have a big one coming up here today. As again, we have more high-level European box lacrosse coming up your way. Big matchup today as Luke Lee here with Bala Suzaki, and I might have messed your name up. I'm sorry about it.
Good afternoon, everybody all around the world who's watching the live stream. Yes, it's getting better day by day, Luke, so I have no problem with it. This is our first game here at Jižní Město. As you mentioned, we are halfway through the round robin. We have seen Germany yesterday. We were here today. We called the game also, and if I'm right, you already called one game for the Netherlands too in the early days of the European Championship. We see the round robin so far. Germany has only had one loss against England over time, and it's 2 wins and 2 losses for the Netherlands so far. It's like a roller coaster ride for them. They lost their first game against Israel 9-1, but lost their first 2 games, my bad, against Israel and against Ireland, but bounced back against Finland and Czechia. We also seen, I think, or you were there at the team, Czechia against Netherlands, if I'm right. If not, sorry for that.
was not for that. I was at the we did the Czechia game yesterday. Yeah, that was my first game that I saw of my new Czech team. I did not get to see that. I did get to see the Israel Netherlands first game, and I also got to see the Netherlands and Finland for their 3rd game, Netherlands' first win of the year. They're coming off a pretty big win yesterday against Czechia in a game where they were considered to be underdogs going into that one and able to again put up a 2nd straight game of double digits. And the first face-off picked up by Germany, and going into the walls real hard goes Annie Hipper. As you can see, Germany in the black and gold with the red gloves in some cases. As for the Netherlands, they're in the white and orange. And I don't know if you can't see it out in the crowd right now, but you have a fan wearing an orange suit. It's really funny.
That's their team name, the Oranje, for all the national teams of Netherlands.
That's beautiful.
And we have the first penalty coming up. That's what we were talking about. The head coach of Netherlands, she was worried about the picks from behind and the physicality from the German side. But what we see so far, they are really strong and physical team too.
Well, you know the saying, if you can't beat them, you got to join them. So these 2 teams scrimmaged back during their early days and were able to get a feel for each other. So Germany going to get this ball around. They've done a very good job of the ball movement. It's working their way near side. Shot was going down and ultimately scooped up from the Netherlands, as that was Marlene Shire on the shot. As the clear is going to go too far, going to go into the gloves of Romina Earnhardt, and again a fast break opportunity for Germany. We talked with both teams pre-game, but when we talked to the Netherlands coaching staff, they really prioritized saying they wanted to get out of the box quickly and how fast that Germany was able to move off the transition. They wanted to make sure they got their defenders there on the floor in time, and a solid job of that on the opening couple possessions.
Yeah, that was the German coaching staff said too. They just know that the Netherlands side, the Dutch side, is always trying to be so strict to offense, and they just try to shoot as soon as they can. They just don't wait for the whole change. Maybe 3 or 2 players try to attack and try to score. So this is going to be a quick game for both of the teams. We seen Germany yesterday with quick transitions, also with really good defending. So they really well prepared from each other, I think, so far.
No doubt about it. Is losing the ball. That was against Shire. Had the shot. So going to work their way near side. That's Barker at the Health. Now back up to Barker up top. Now far side to Health, and they're going to play some catch. Lottie Barker and Tessa Health. Now Shire on the step down shot. And on the rebound, second opportunity, Tessa Health initially picks it up. Going to hit hard in the back, as that was Femke Baker, and surprisingly not going to call a second penalty.
That's an interesting call.
But a
You
good
see Daria Scheid in the goal of the Netherlands, 86% saving. She only conceded 14 goals, 88 shots saved. Pretty good so far.
She's been very, very solid, and that was she was one of the players that really stood out to me in that first game against Israel. They only scored 1 goal. She was out there, and she was a brick wall for the majority of that game. Israel, we know how dangerous they are in transition, and that was the way they were able to score in that game. But for the most part, when it came to actual 5-on-5 defense, the Netherlands had a very solid day against a really strong Israeli group, and Saeed has definitely carried that throughout the tournament.
Just to mention, the power play is over. It was really quiet from Germany.
Great power play.
4-1.
It's a great power kill by the Netherlands as they were able to not only get off the floor, but also able to set up a short-handed offensive possession. Now here comes Keane on the fast break. Delaney Keane takes it in, and Delaney Keane going to go top shelf. And the Netherlands going to draw first blood here in Prague.
Delaney Keane, she's one of the most dangerous players for the Netherlands, scoring 8, assisting 5. Just only Henke van Versewel scored more for the Dutch side. She got an early penalty for slashing, but Germany couldn't capitalize, and from the fast break, she scored the first goal of the afternoon here at Jižní Město.
So again, we keep mentioning it, talked to the Dutch pre-game, and they were really, really emphasizing they wanted to play their game and go out there and do what they do right. As Van Bilsen trucking through a defender. Pass was a little bit low, though, looking for Claire Kiekbusch. Going to have a delayed penalty. And it's going to go, I believe, on Germany.
9.
Yep, it's going to be on Tabia Hartseeker. She's going to try to plead her case with the officials, but ultimately she'll go into the box. So 2 early power play opportunities for both sides. Germany was 0 for 1 as the Dutch were able to pretty easily kill off the first power play opportunity, and then now they've set themselves up with another one. As you can see that trucking play on the run by Van Bilsen.
That's her 3rd penalty so far in the tournament. She wasn't really satisfied with the call of the refs, but you know, sometimes you have to take it.
So here come Netherlands as a shot was unloaded by Van Verseld. As ball going to bounce back onto the Netherlands side of the floor, and Germany will take over on offense. So near side, now up top, start out. This is Claire Kiekbusch. Kiekbusch's going to roll out. She'll go far side and dropping this off to Schiefer.
Schiefer, yes.
Schiefer running around with it. Near side again. It's brought in by Cardos. Emma Cardos going to try to work her way down, facing tough pressure by Delaney Keane, who knocks it out. But a delayed penalty again. It's going to be a push or a boarding. And it's going to go for Germany. So effectively going to...
It's 4-on-4, number 22.
Or it's on the Dutch, excuse me.
For pushing.
So that's going to effectively end the German power play. So we'll get about 40 seconds of 4-on-4 play as Hartseeker heading to the box, and now
she is already in.
Oh, she's already in the box. Sorry.
Yeah. It was number 22, Kimberly Voorboom from the Dutch side.
It was.
That's her first penalty in the tournament.
It was. So still have about 40 seconds of 4-on-4 as the shot was unloaded down low towards the 5-hole again. That was Shire. Now she's got it. Gonna fake the throw. And up top, playing off coverage is Baker. Now gonna roll it around over to Lottie Barker, who breaks off the initial contact at Barker in front of the net. But Daria Saeed able to stay in front of it, step for step. And a really solid job on her to not get out of her foot, or out of her placement on the shot attempt. Is a nice forecheck from the Germans going to knock it out. But ball picked up by the Netherlands. Ramsey still on her feet. They're gonna go far side, gonna set up the move by Van Versself, who sets up the one more shot opportunity back to Ramsey.
Great save by Romania Earhart. She saved 62 shots so far, only conceded 8 times. One of the best keepers so far in the women's game with 88%. And we have a power play.
So Elf takes a shot, sets a half! On the power play.
Who was but the captain? Number 4, Half. That's her 15th goal so far. First power play for Germany. Finally, they are on the board. The score is tied. She steps back, beats the defender. She's wide open, and that's a beautiful shot to the left down corner. Side couldn't do anything with it. She stepped to the right side. Oh, 5-hole again. This is the beginning of a 5-hole day, Luke.
Especially when you're playing on the floor, you're gonna get a little bit more of a bounce, a little bit more of a generous bounce than you would on the turf or grass. It's a fight for the ball. And on that previous goal, it was Van Bilsen who was in coverage, and it was just a little bit off. She just kind of overcommits a little bit too inside or too outside, which again gives Help just enough space to cut back inside and creates the shooting opportunity for Germany. So the Netherlands will try to get this ball around and create some opening shots. As Keane gonna go down low, but Earhart unfazed. And on the clearing opportunity, pass goes way too far for Manuk Wilbur, or not, excuse me, not for Wilbur, excuse me, for Melanie Hannawald. That's on my mistake. But picked up again by Germany. This is Kim Dressendorfer. Dressendorfer gonna go behind the nets. Now gonna continue to work around in front of the net with a dunk down. Back to Dressendorfer, but again, all over it was Saeed. So again, this is Walbert facing pressure, staying on her feet. Now got to work it far side. Step down shots. Too far out. That was Van Versself. And now the Germans will pick it up on the ground ball. This is Annie Hipper. Been very, very solid in transition in the tournament. She's going to lose it, though, on a 3-on-1. No support from the rest of the line, but Hipper going to get back on top of it. What a rip from her.
Penalty coming up.
So Tessa Helf going to try to make something of it. And that'll go into the knee pad of Saeed and the upcoming penalty.
You know, we see a little difference between the defense of the two teams. Germany drew the line a little bit higher than the Netherlands. It's a penalty for number 10. Waiting for the call is Sophie Kurud for cross check.
As you can see on the previous replay, again, Health just able to get her defender to overcommit on the one-on-one outside, and again, just creating enough room for her to cut back in. And she is so dangerous off the one cut. So the power play opportunity for Germany. Looking around, trying to cut back inside to Balbuena. But the ball will deflect off the walls, picked up by Eva Klassen, and Eva Klassen going to try to advance it out of her own end. And they will do so.
Nice
The bouncer to Keane. And what instincts from Klassen to Keane to drop it off, and then Keane able to get on top of the loose ball.
It was a great hand-eye coordination by Keane, but a little bit luck also.
And no doubt about it, just deciding to take the shot. The shot clock was winding down, and no one was really open on the shorthanded possession, so just killing as much time as she can. And again, with about a minute and change left to go in the power play, Germans will look to extend their lead.
We're coming up to our first and only media timeout. There's a small change for the periods.
Back up top, the shot was on the step down. Shire, her second. Ultimately not resulting in a goal. Again, going down low. This is Ramsey near side, going to go up top.
Steyr is the second most dangerous attacker for Germany, scoring 6, assisting 6, 12 total, just right behind Tessa Helf.
Ramsey crashed down and Erdnart rejected it. And a nice adjustment on the catch by Tabia Hartseeker. She'll work it near side and see if Germany will get it off before the break. Here's Health. She's far side, waiting for the rest of the Germany offense to sub on now to Shire. Out to Barker, trying to go back to Shire on the cut inside. Health will pick it up. Now in front of the goal, the shot is taken by Cardos. And not able to knock it through. Daria Saeed will reject it, and that'll take us to our media timeout here in the first quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment for some more first quarter action. So again, back for some more first quarter action between Germany and the Netherlands, and so far it's been a very close game the first half of the first quarter. You can see all the stats that we've got up so far and our amazing graphics. It's a 1-1 ball game to go. A couple power play opportunities for both teams. Germany having the power play goal to start out the scoring for them, and already potentially an exciting matchup for us to boot. This is Bersad going to work her way far side as the Netherlands will get this one going. This is Van Verseld who works her way back to Bersad, to Walbert. A nice check by the Germans, and it's in! Delaney Keane! She's got her second. And again, the Dutch, what a response to take the lead here in Prague.
When it seemed everything slows down after a block shot, it's almost picked up by one of the German defenders, but Delaney was faster, picking up the ball, and just right over two German defender goes for the 5-hole. That's the second goal for her in the game, and I think during some point of the game we will see a goalie change for Germany, which is really interesting because they got two totally different goalkeepers. Now we have Romania Earhart in the goal, but Kiana Böhm, we saw her yesterday. She's almost twice the height of Earhart, so there's two different goalkeepers and it's two different way to try to stop the shots from the opponent. So we will see, I think, a little bit later.
A nice move by Dressendorfer on the step down, but deflected away from Saeed. Now trying to wrap around is Germany. Covered by a couple of different Dutch defenders. That was Laura Kosarik.
That's a Dutch sandwich with a little German meat inside.
Oh my goodness, okay. Here comes Femke Baker. She'll go back up top. It's Van Bilsen. Now dropping it back down far side again. Richter playing tight defense, forcing the ball out momentarily now. Far side down low on the step down, and shot goes way too wide, and it'll deflect out and going past the yellow line. Wheeling's trying to argue her case with the official.
I think it was a save. I saw the stick moving right after the shot, so I totally agree with the upset for
Beaver to
defender. So another strange call by the refs.
Now outside, this is Babuena trying to get lost in space and effectively just trying to get it back up top to Barker, was not able to do so. Now a step down for Dressendorfer again. She had all sorts of space, but Saeed not phasing, not moving from her spot. So again, Germany, this is Shire now outside of Babuena. Far side, he took the shot, and it'll be a shot clock violation. Germany, or the Netherlands, will pick it up, and here they come. This is Lottie Van Heuvel. Out to Bersad. Bersad across the middle. brought in by Keene. Now Keene will work her way around. Outside to Bersad again, near side. Now up top, gonna work it around, trying to make a move is Sophie Kudut. Now back to Bersad. And bouncing off the stick with Emily Demmer, unable to bring it in. But Manuk Wolberg just gonna run it around, and that'll be a shot clock violation, so another strong defensive possession for Germany.
Thanks to the physicality and the pressure in the defensive third from both of the teams, we haven't got so many chances, just quite a few shots so far. It's a good defensive style from both of the teams. That's the reason why the score is still 2-1. If you're here to see so many goals, maybe this is not the good game for you, but if you like really good defensive style, that's the game for you. So hopefully you enjoy it so far. It's not all about scoring.
No doubt about it, especially when it's cheap scoring. You gotta wanna earn your points. As Health working her way behind, setting up the shot in front of the net. But again, it'll be a shot clock violation.
It's going to be a penalty against Netherlands, number 32.
It's Bente van Bilsen heading to the box. So again, another power play opportunity. Germany already scored their first and only goal here in the first quarter on the power plays. We'll take a look at what happened, what Van Bilsen might have done. Must have happened before the replay because it didn't show up there.
That's the forced power play opportunity for Germany. Only scored once before.
And it was on the power play, as mentioned before. Now again picked up by the Dutch. This is Kimberly Verboom. Just trying to kill as much time as they can. We'll see if they can get the full 30 seconds.
Verboom is just too strong.
This is Van
It's easy to stop her.
No doubt about it. Van Verselt still just dancing around, able to stay on her feet. Going to switch it around the hands a couple times, and that'll do it for the entire 30 seconds. So a solid power play kill to start out for the first 40 seconds for the Netherlands, and we'll see if Germany's able to do anything with the final minute and 15 to go on the power play. This is Dressendorfer on the far side. Going to work her way near side to Health, who took the shot again. And nothing doing for her.
It's really great defending on the penalty kill from Netherlands. Germany couldn't make so many opportunities or shots on the power play. Less than a minute remaining in that.
And you can see the aggressiveness. They're getting swarmed on the shorthandedness. And that'll be a penalty for the Netherlands, and that'll essentially add on already the German power play. So it'll be 3-on-5 for about 40 seconds, and then another minute and 20 of 5-on-4.
Kudu just a little carried away. Yeah. No question about it.
And we talked with the, I keep mentioning it, but we talked with the stats beforehand, and they really just talked about how physical Germany was going to be. And it feels like up to this point, they've taken that to an extreme level. They've wanted to out-physical Germany or outgun them in that regard, and they honestly have so, but they have to try to cut down on some of these unnecessary penalties, as this is a tough team to go against, and if you give them opportunities, they will take advantage of it.
Yeah, it seems they prepared for it so hard. Sometimes they just overdo it or
a little bit
carried away by emotions.
As they will kill the first power play.
Yeah, it's a 5-on-4.
As Keene surrounded. Now less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Keene going to deflect her own rebound off the wall. Will just take the step down shot from well beyond the dotted white line, and a minute and 5 will remain for Germany on the power play that will carry on into the seconds. As the Dutch actually have it back. This is Ramsey. So now
that's the
even more
first
opportunity.
Unforced error from Germany. Wasting so many times. Couldn't score on the 5-on-3. Now they are wasting the remaining time on the penalty. 42 seconds remaining.
Verboom on the shot. So about less than 10 seconds for Germany to try to add something on before the end of the first.
It's exactly 2 seconds remaining.
And they won't even try. So that'll do it for us in the first quarter. It's 2-1 in an already exciting matchup between Germany and the Netherlands, and a crucial game in the women's round robins here in Prague of the European Box Lacrosse Championships. We'll be back here for some more second quarter action in just a moment. So back for the start of the second quarter between the Netherlands and Germany. 2-1 in favor of the Netherlands as the face-off won by Delaney Keane, who has 2 goals for the Netherlands, as the power play for Germany going to last for another 20 seconds. Keane still has the ball on the shorthanded offensive possession, as it looks like the Dutch will be able to kill the final seconds of this power play. So back-to-back power play kills for the Netherlands. It's very impressive to do so, especially in box lacrosse. As this is Van Verseld, takes the shot, unloads it a little bit outside, and ball will ricochet off the glass, going to go into the Netherlands territory.
The best player scored so far, as you said, 2 for Delaney and 1 for the number 4, the captain,
Tessa Helf.
And we have seen 5 power plays for the German side, and there were so many unnecessary faults and penalties on the Dutch side, but we seen a really limited power play action so far, thanks to the great penalty kill of the Netherlands.
And they really wanted to emphasize going into this game just being physical and being able to deal with Germany's toughness, and especially with the checks on the back end. And so far, we said it earlier, they've definitely lived up to that. As now picked up by Germany on the scoop. This is a hipper on transition. And taking a check to the face from Van Bilsen, already from the box earlier. Surprised they didn't call something there. Either way, referees will say it's clear and will continue to play. This is Van Verseld, going to work it outside to Bersad. Now in front of the net, a chance for the Netherlands, and unfortunately unable to finish off the play. Baker was in front of the net. This is Van Verseld again, far side, too far out. and shot will go directly into the top nets. The late penalty, though.
Great left-handed save by the German goalkeeper.
No, actually not a late penalty. So the Netherlands will work this ball around again. This is Keane out to Bersad. Bersad now going far side. Van Verselde took the shot. And again, a nice save.
It's really hard to find a real good open goal scoring opportunity for both of the teams. The score is still 2-1. We are in the 3rd minute of the 2nd period. The game is really physical. It's really tight. High pressure on defense. They really were well prepared from each other, I think.
They absolutely are well prepared. And I think that scrimmage back during the first day helped as Van Bilsen makes a nice move. But Earnhardt sticks her hands out, says no, and rejects away the goal. It's a nice move from Bente Van Bilsen. Essentially had a goal stolen from her, from Amina Earnhardt. As the Germans will again get to work. This is Kim Dressendorfer. Makes a nice move. Dressendorfer going to work her way far side. And up top, this is Cardos. Emma Cardos going to work her way out to Koscherik. Koscherik back inside, just beyond the yellow line, took the shot. And Helf will pick it up on the rebound. So Koscherik again, outside to Cardos, and Cardos going through some traffic, trying to maneuver through the picks, has space on the step down. But again, that shot a little bit too far outside, not on net. Cardo's going to pick up her own rebound, facing some heavy pressure as the shot clock is winding down, and it would be a shot clock violation for Germany.
That was a really hard work from Emma Cardos. It was really hard to find the space. It took so much time to play herself free.
No doubt about it. This is Heartseeker trying to set up the fast break as Delaney Keane coming in late on the trail check to knock it out. And Kudo, and that is not a pleasant sight to see. That's surprisingly not going to be a board.
What? The ref was standing exactly 2 meters away, showing it clearly.
I can't even say that. I don't agree with, hey, let them play, let them be physical, but that looks like the definition of boarding.
That's a totally different thing, playing physical and and boarding somebody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a little bit different.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. there's a difference. And I enjoy the physicality, but you have to understand the line to tote, and, well, not going to go that way. So the Netherlands will take over again on offense. Might have gotten away with one. Sophie Kudud already going into the box. Maybe should have gone there again, but regardless, we'll stay 5-on-5. This is Prasad far out to Van Verselde. She'll work behind the net. Now they'll roll around. They'll say she did step into the crease.
That's could have been her hat trick in a penalty box.
Not the hot trick that you want to have. So this is Hipper. Germany looking for
another strange call. Oh, okay. There was a misunderstanding between the German player and the ref.
You can hear the boos from the Netherlands.
She thought she's going to the penalty bench for no reason. Now we see it.
It's Emily Demmer.
It was before the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so confusing. She pointed at the German player. She was like, "What did I do?
You did it."
No, not you, you.
Well, that's what I'm saying, she said. So Barker up top to Shire. Barker to Helf.
Half goes an opportunity for Germany on the power play.
Schiefer pass ricocheting off the boards, but picked up by Helf. Helf on the skip pass over the head of multiple defenders, looking for Lottie Barker, unable to bring it in. And behind the back pass by Schiefer.
Nice pressure from Germany after the loose ball in front of their bench.
Still have about 15 seconds to work with in the shot clock. This is Health. She's getting swarmed now. Back up top on the step down was Kosherik sidearm. See a lot of sidearm a lot of step down sidearm shots in box lacrosse as Kosherik lets get rid of it and shot clock violation. So another strong defensive possession. We've had a lot of it.
Still a minute remaining on the penalty, but we haven't seen so much from the German power play unit. Still the same recipe. Too many penalties from the Dutch side and not a strong power play from the German side.
And the Germans had 10 power plays in their loss to England, a game in which they had a 4-0 lead, lost 6-5 in overtime. And, well, they had 10 power plays, and they were unable to take advantage of that and ultimately left a lot of points on the board, which opened up the English comeback as the second chance on the dump down. And
we have a timeout in Germany. 25 seconds remaining on that penalty.
Looking to draw something up. They obviously understand, hey, we've got to get this power play situation figured out. The Dutch have been playing some very, very tough defense to start this one out. Obviously, their offense is doing enough to keep them going defensively. So the question is for Germany is how are you going to be able to break this hole in this drought that you've had with the power play? So they'll have to come up with something. So a little bit of discrepancy on who called the timeout. We're hearing from our director Hamza, who's saying it was the Netherlands who called the timeout.
It's timeout wide, but pointed on the left side where Germany is.
You never know. You never know. It'd be too easy for us if they could just tell us directly, right? Gotta figure something out up here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
So again, Germany about 20 seconds to go in the power play. They need to try to figure something out. About the same time on the power play as on the shot clock as Health near side and setting up the shooter in front of the net. That was Shire.
That was something what she called a good play on a power play. Health waited as much as she could, and that was a great pass to Steyer.
But unable to transition is the Netherlands. Health on the step down again. And shot will bounce off the boards, going to go back to the Germans. Got 20 seconds left on the shot clock as the ball going to go outside of the forward play and going to hit the wall.
And even throwing just cover. And that's another penalty on number 22. So just a couple of seconds right after
Kimberly Verboom.
After their penalty, they just collected another. That's the 7th penalty for the Netherlands, and still only one power play goal for the German side. It's really a stalemate.
It really is. Both teams have got each other very well figured out, and that's definitely a mantra of good coaching on both sides. They've both definitely developed some solid game plans. It's up to the players now to perform and bring that to fruition. As a shot short of the net, now picked up by the Dutch.
Great
Kudu
pressure.
had it. Yep. Nice pressure from the Germans. This is Balbuena. Try to bring it down. She'll go far side. Passes too far behind for Emma Cardos.
Another great pressure from Germany.
And a loose ball again. Now picked up by the Germans. Dressendorfer had it for all of half a second, and now another scrum for Dressendorfer will get back on top of it. Now she'll take it back inside as pass is intercepted by Sophie Kudut. And Kudut on the one-on-one fast break will slow it down deliberately. Gonna work her way near side or to the far side now, and that's Delaney Keene. Getting some more relentless pressure by Germany. Keene's gonna fight to the contact, and Keene looking for her hat trick in the first half, unable to do so. And some more forechecks, some more loose balls, and now picked up and on the shot, on the run was Van Verseld. So a shot clock violation, and that'll take us to our first media timeout, our only media timeout of the second quarter, and we'll be back here for the final parts of the second half, or the first half. Just a moment.
Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
So back for the final part of the second quarter, end of the first half. Again, still the same score from where we were earlier. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-1 lead for the Netherlands. You can see on the scoreboard that just disappeared. And we'll take a look at the goalies on each side. They've been the stars of the show. Outside of Delaney Keane and Tessa Helf, the scores for the Netherlands and Germany.
And you know, if you look at the save percentage, 75 is not a high number for Romani Earhart. It's more like a good defensive play from the player's side. As you see, just 6 shots on goal were tried by the Dutch team, only conceded twice. Still on a power play for Germany for the 7th time in the game. 15 seconds remaining on the power play.
So Barker, now flipped out to Schiefer. And again, Saeed on top of the attempted Duncan.
Number 51, she is the flux capacitor for the defensive side. Just for a pop culture.
So Van Bilsen going to work her way around near side.
Defense.
Now far side, it's taken away from by Germany. Annie Hipper.
That's a 2-on-1 if
She's on the move. Annie Hipper, and it's denied. Daria Saeed again. 2 big saves coming out of the break for the Netherlands. Somehow Hipper got it off to Koscherik. Koscherik on the skip to Dressendorfer, over to Koscherik again. Now back inside, attempting for Dressendorfer, but able to get their sticks up in the lane with the Netherlands. And now another loose ball.
It's 5-0, just a small reminder for you. So Germany only could score 1 from 7 power play opportunities. Still trailing by 1 goal against Netherlands. A little more than 5 minutes remaining on the second period.
So Van Verseld gonna work her way far side to Bersad. Bersad back to Van Verseld. Van Verseld gonna set up the pick, or looking for it from Healings. And the shot will go out. Bersad had a chance at the rebound. This time she'll get on top of it, but the shot clock does expire. And again, Germany will take over defensively. This is Roth, still looking. Does manage to drop it off to Cardos, outside to Helf, who has space. And again, going towards the 5-hole. And Saeed not phased, staying in her spot as this is Verboom, who tries to crash down on the net, setting up the shot for Van Bilsen.
What a right leg save.
And that was Romina Earhart. Earnhardt on another amazing save. As a trucking opportunity, losing it was Verboom. Now Bieber on top of it, going to lose it for Germany was Fuschuber. And picked back up, or attempting to be picked back up by the Dutch. So Wolbert and Fuschuber were fighting for it. Wolbert will get the possession. Now outside to Healings, near side. Healings back far side to Kudu, who works up top beyond the dotted white line. Now outside again to Verboom. Far side, that's Ramsey, excuse me. Outside is, again, another stop for Germany. And again, another fast break opportunity. Hannawald was too far for Dressendorfer.
So many mistakes at the build-up and the transitions too.
So Healings sets a play in motion. Just gonna run around is Delaney Keane, and smothered by Hipper, who's on her step for step now. A switch for Germany defensively. As Keane still has it. The skip pass to Van Verseld, and Van Verseld on the move.
She waited
losing
too
it.
much.
Should just let it go when she had the chance. Ball gonna trickle into the Netherlands territory. As ball going into the crease. Smart play.
Was a great cover by Van Verseveld
to let that one slide in.
We have seen so many the small blackouts from defenders not covering the ball while it's going to their side, to a dangerous position in front of the goal.
Now inside again on the feed to Schaefer. So going into the walls, but picked back up by Cardos. Cardos, shot goes too far wide out, and that'll be another shot clock violation. So 2.5 to go in the first half.
Germany's
Baker,
Germany's 1-on-1 with the low-scoring games. They could won their first against Ireland. The final score was 9-4, but lost their second overtime against England. The score was 6-5.
So a timeout for the Netherlands, and you can take a look at the goalie leading save percentage, and you can see Ava Pinch, we called her game last night. They'll play after this, 88%, but then two goalies we have out here right now, Daria Saeed and Romina Erdhart, both at 87%, tied with Ashley Price of Ireland for the second highest save percentage amongst goalies.
And you know what's funny? Romina Earhart dropped some percentage this game because she faced just a few shots so far and conceded twice. So even with that, she is in a really great position on the save percentage leaders for the women goals. And see, we have 3 goals in the first period of the game and still none on the second. 2 minutes 24 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Who's going to score in the second or none?
I don't know. I can't necessarily predict that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was either side. It'd have to come down to certain circumstances, but we'll have to see. Well, this is the kind of game that both teams want to play. They want to play a low-scoring, gritty defensive game, and they're both getting it. So Van Verseld near side, they're going to work it around. Keen couldn't quite bring it in. Picked up by Emily Fuchshuber. This is Fuchshuber on the fast break, and Keen's trail check makes all the difference as that shot goes awry. But either way, picked up by the Netherlands as Van Bilsen scoops it up. Now, Germany's got it. Laura Roth near side, surveying. Back inside the Keekbush. Ball loose, and
that was a really important defensive play by Delaney. Clean. It could have been so much better for Germany, scoring on a one-on-one opportunity. But she's not just the best scorer for Netherlands. She got a huge heart, and she's everywhere on the field.
And now a fast break where Van Bilsen took the shot. It's in! Bente Van Bilsen on fast break. And the Netherlands are up by 2 goals with 1:10 to go in the first half.
Bente Van Bilsen breaks the ice in the second period. That was a great transition opportunity. The defender is coming. She fakes, plays herself free, and Earhart couldn't do anything with it. She was so alone. It was wide open. Finally, you have a goal in the second period.
And they talked about pre-game getting the goalie out of their spot, getting the goalie to move. And that's exactly what they were able to do on the fast break for Romina Erdhart. They were able to get her out of her spot and shift just a little bit over, which again creates the opportunity on the move for Van Bilsen to knock it in as another forecheck as going down his hipper. Gave up the goal.
It looks really bad.
It looks bad.
It looks really bad.
We're gonna take a quick timeout while they check her out. So back for the waning minute or so of the first half, had to let the medical officials do their thing.
That was so scary. That was so scary, but the good sign, she could walk away with a little help. She put some weight on her right leg. We've seen the replay. She twisted her right knee, and it was so horrible from the first replay, but hopefully she will be all right soon. You know, that's the best sign when you see the player walk down the field. Ooh, the best thoughts.
No doubt about it.
To her.
No doubt about it. Nothing but good wishes to Annie Hipper from up here in the broadcast, as the Netherlands will have about 20 seconds to try to set something up for the rest of the first half, as Demmer getting pushed hard, and that's again the German aggression as Demmer pushed all the way to the other side, as this creates a fast break opportunity for Germany, but the Dutch able to get on top of it.
5 seconds. I think they should have tried to shot on goal when 12 seconds remaining on the period.
The last shot from Shire goes wide, and that'll do it for the end of the first half. 3-1 for the Netherlands over Germany in a crucial Game 5 of the women's round robin.
The score, as you said, is still really tight, but you know, a 2-goal difference can mean a lot for the team. But the most important thing, we send our best wishes to Hipper. Hopefully she's all right, and that's not a big injury for her.
That's all we can hope for. So we'll be back here in about 11 minutes for the start of the second half here in Prague. back for second half action between the Netherlands and Germany, and what was, and only one way to describe it, a defensive battle in the first half. As you can see, only 4 combined goals between these two teams, and for Germany, their only goal came on a power play, in which they're 1 for 6 so far. And I mean, it's just been one of those games where it feels like everything you try to put out there offensively, there's better defense.
Yeah, it's all around. It's all about defense and good goalkeeping so far. Not an outstanding performances from the goalkeepers, because just there were quite a few shots on goal so far. It's more like compact, high-pressure defense from both of the teams in their defending third. 2-goal difference is nothing in lacrosse or ice hockey or any fast sports. But here in this game, 2 goals, it can be the biggest difference between them. We will see what going to change on the offensive side for Germany in the second half, and hopefully we're waiting. Not waiting.
There you go. As you say it, immediately Germany going to start it out with a goal, and what a way to get their offense going in half number 2. So that was Clara Kiekbusch, believe. You see Balbuena, you can see from behind the net. What a great way, heads up to Kiekbusch on the late cut. And then obviously Balbuena just to pick the ball up and stay patient and not to try to force the wraparound there. And an easy drop-in bucket.
Finally, it was a good call from Balbuena. She tried so many things so far without any success. But this calm, precise pass get a goal for Germany after not scoring in the second period, but they opened in the third. That's a 1-goal game.
So early jump for Germany gives the Netherlands the ball. They've definitely won the face-off battle in the first half. By the way, both teams making a goalie substitution in the second half, as Sanne Visser for the Netherlands is in the back of the net, as well as Kiana Bohm for Germany. So we'll see how much the scoring is able to either ramp up or decrease in the second half, as Keane tried to dump it in front of Bohm's face, but stepping into the crease, and Germany will take possession.
I mentioned that before. Kiara Bohm and Romania Earhart are 2 different goalkeepers, as you see the height difference. That's a totally new game for the Netherlands to find a way through the German goalkeeper.
Sparkers tried to dunk it on the top in front of the net. Denied by Visser. So Balbuena, we go far side to Cardos. Cardos facing some heavy pressure from this Dutch defense. Now back up top, this is Barker. Balbuena cutting back inside, takes the shot, ricocheting off the net, and a nice rebound for the Netherlands, as that was a rebound off the pipe that ultimately was kind of a robbery, it looked like, for Germany, but regardless.
Sanne Visser had a little less opportunity so far. She only played on 3 games. She got a little worse save percentage. Only had 13 saves, conceding 3 times. Sorry, 22 saves, conceding 13 times. That's a 63% for Visser.
So Demmer had it but lost it. Now another fight for the ground ball. It's picked up though by the Netherlands. That was Van Verseld who had it. So rolling it around back to Van Verseld. She's near side, fakes the pass, covered by Bieber. Tries to feed inside, and she's able to, and it gets in the back of the net. The Netherlands responding to their opening Germany goal. Manuk Wolbert getting it in between the legs of Kiana Bohm. And you talk about the height difference. With Bohm, it's a lot taller and able to just fit it in between the bottom part of her legs in the 5-hole.
That was a really hard catch. as you see, she cuts in front of her defender. It was a bouncy pass, but she manages to pick it up and buries it between the legs of Böhm. Another 5-hole goal.
Now, that was an absolute beauty of a bouncer on the pass, and a high IQ pass as well, understanding just where they were on the floor. So we're going to quick wipe down of the face-off circle and take a look at Kiana Böhm. She's definitely a little bit taller than Romina Earnhardt, and definitely the question now is going to be, how do they plan on making that adjustment with Böhm in net? It wasn't like Romina Earnhardt was having a terrible first half, but they obviously want to see both goalies in net. The thing with Böhm is you would expect her to be able to take away the top shots away from the Netherlands, top shelf, as fighting through contact and just getting rid of it was Schiefer, picking it and trying to fight for it in the crease, unable to do so.
That's more usual for Germany to use their goalkeepers 50-50% of the games, and for the Dutch side, it's more like a starting and a backup goalkeeper. What we've seen so far in this tournament.
That's past Van Versel, able to handle it, and Van Versel losing it, and Germany scooping it up. That was Shire. Now here's Hartseeker. Rolls near side. It'll roll back. Now up quickly to Kiekbusch. Kiekbusch. Near side top corner. Rolls back around to the near side, and getting a stick on the shot for the Netherlands was Van Heuvel. And still fighting for a shot clock violation, but Katharina Schiefer able to fight through the contact, able to, at the very least, get the full 30 seconds off on the possession, and a strong defensive possession for the Netherlands. They'll go back to Germany. Pass was too high for Bieber.
But that could have been a
Sander.
huge not equalizing opportunity, because the difference is 2 goals again, but that could have been a big opportunity if she finds the ball for the first time.
No doubt about it. Ball will go back to the Netherlands, though, as Delaney Keane will now take it from Ramsey. Here comes Keane. Oh, no, excuse me. That is Ramsey. She actually had gotten the opening pass from Verboom. That's my mistake. Back inside. This is Kudu. Kudu fighting through contact, trying to set her up, the shooter in front of the net. But Wahlberg unable to add a second one on, so here comes Germany.
It's 3 against 1, so 3 against 2, so she needs to slow down. And that's another penalty coming up on Germany, number 9.
Tabia Hartseeker.
That's her second of the game.
She's been one of the enforcers, so to speak, for Germany in the transition game. Very, very physical. It's always around the ball.
Looking back to the last opportunity for the Netherlands, it was a great individual play by number 10, Kudud, and it was a great feed for a one-timer.
We've seen a number of times from Sophie Kudut, her ability to shake through multiple defenders and be able to transition the ball while facing a heavy amount of pressure. And against a team like Germany, that is the perfect kind of player to have, who can withstand that pressure. And then because she's facing so much pressure, you have to send more at her, which then creates more opportunities for the offense in transition. So outside to Van Versel, near side, now back underneath. Van Versel looking around as Van Bilsen. She also has a goal. She's going to work her way down. Now to Keane. Nice catch, and ultimately Kiana Böhm able to stay in front of it, stay on her spot. And
yeah, she needs some couple of saves so far after she let in one pretty fast.
And unable to clear it in time was Hannawald. So Germany again stuck out there on defense and already in the woman down situation. About a minute and 20 to go in that regard. About 9:20 left in the third quarter, excuse me. It's Van Verseld to Van Bilsen. Back to Van Verseld. Van Verseld too far out, bouncing off the walls, going to ricochet back into Netherlands territory. And so about a minute to go for Germany on the power play.
You know, this game is really important for the final position in the round robin, because Netherlands will play England in the last game of the round robin, and Germany will play against Israel. So on paper, but we don't know what will happen, but on paper the two opponents are better than these two teams. So if Netherlands win this game, they will end up in a 3-win and 3 losses in the round robin. Also, Germany end up 3-win and 3 losses, but the result with them can be decisive for the final position in the round robin. But this is just on paper what I said.
The feed to Keen, and the on time is Kiana Bohm. I didn't mean to cut you off, but had to get that one on just in case. His power play will be killed for Germany. So we'll go back to 5-on-5. Again, the loose ball still going in the corner and fighting through the contact. Hartzig, oh!
What a huge hit.
Emily Demmer laying down the boom.
Demmer, the demolisher.
That's a good one. Wow, what
It was a clean,
hit.
also a huge but clean hit from Demmer.
That's absolutely beauty to a lot of people's ears. It's now outside for Helf, and she's been relatively quiet outside of the goal. She had to start out on the power play as Kimberly Verboom going to set things up for the Netherlands. As back on the floor, this is Kudut. Maybe got away with a bit of a ward there. Bieber was on her. This is again a tough defensive possession from Germany. Not a whole lot of space for the Netherlands, and Van Bilsen just takes the bouncer shot, goes into the nets. And that'll take us to our media timeout here in the third quarter. We'll be back here for some more exciting action in the third quarter between Germany and the Netherlands in just a second.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
So back from the media timeout, 6:50 to go in the third quarter. You can take a look at the score differential. And I know you said yesterday during one of these, you said it kind of, you wish your wallet represented the way that chart's going, and now I would say today might be the inverse.
Yeah, yesterday it was Hansa's wallet, but today it's more like my wallet.
That's
There's
funny.
the amount of money what I spent here in Prague.
It's a lot of
I halved their GDP so far drinking a couple of beers downtown after a long day of work, but you know, where you're here, they're making one of the best beers in the world.
Yep, they made,
Somebody has to drink it.
somebody's got to do it. I mean, you're doing us a favor. So this is Helf, makes the move, and Tessa Helf going to work it around, or looks to, and far side pass, it's in! Lottie Barker!
That's a really important goal for Germany. They opened the scoring in the second half of the game.
And what an impressive throw.
And they need to bounce back somehow, closing the gap between the Netherlands and Germany. Great feed from the captain. She's so quiet on scoring so far, but a captain must do anything what she can. The score is 4-3.
And you can see the attention that Tessa Helf demands from a defense. That entire defense shifts over. You'll see Flux, who was playing down underneath where Lottie Barker was. She was playing so far off because of Tessa Helf that created that skip pass open. And Lottie Barker, I mean, there was no question about it. Took a hit at the end of the play, but she had all sorts of space to make that dunk in. And again, that's just because of the attention Tessa Helf demands with how explosive she is as a scorer.
We see bigger pressure on offense from Germany, a little more possession so far. Succeeded in a goal.
And it's been score for score so far in this one. Whenever Germany scored, the Netherlands have answered right back as Verbu on the dive. Too far to go. She was going down, and Prasad tries to finish it off. Does pick up her own rebound, flips it out to Keen. Now back up top. This is Van Versel, near side. Makes a move. Van Versel loses it. And that'll go back to Germany.
These two teams have met before in Utica at the World Championship 2024. A placement playoff game where Germany won in overtime against the Netherlands by 1 goal.
Ooh. Late check by Van Hoovel to knock it out of Helf's stick, and still got it. And maybe
Nice
getting away with a ward, as that is Femke Baker. Tried to finish it off, but it's impressive she was able to get the shot off from off the boards.
Böhm make 2 steps to cover her defender.
So Dressendorfer will work her way back inside, and Hannawald took the shot, but there, step for step, was Visser. And she'll just check it down deep, and Germany will initially pick it up, but ball will go back to the Netherlands.
The fans are not happy with the call, as we hear.
Yep, you can hear the fan presence. That's what the fans.
There are so many here at Jižní Město. Good to see a couple of Dutch and German friends, relatives, family. You can call them supporters.
Gotta love to see the supporters for both sides. Nice feed inside from Van Versel. Now,
it's not a long trip from Germany and from the Netherlands to come here to Prague. So it's doable by car.
Well, it's kind of like here in Europe with everything kind of close by and mostly everything landlocked, is that it's kind of like in the States. You can just drive by and come around and visit, every so often and make your way. So, definitely a nice part of.
So if you put Texas on the map of Europe, you can cover almost the 2/3 of it, which is,
That is correct. Texas, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a pretty massive state. It's pretty massive. Might be the largest in the United States. If I'm not mistaken, it might be California. I don't know.
I think it's Alaska, maybe.
Maybe Alaska. It's one of those. So up top is Lottie Barker. I'm sure you guys aren't here for geography. As back up top, thought about shooting was Balbuena. She'll try to feed inside and drop by Kiekbusch. So again, picked up by the Netherlands. And again, that's Verboom. Facing some really tight pressure from Clara Kiekbusch. Verboom looking for a penalty, not going to get one, trying to plead her case with the officials. Able to get it off to Keen, and now about 10 seconds left in the shot clock for the Netherlands. Is trying to set up the pick is Prasad. Now Keen just able to create enough space.
A great save by Böhm. No, it's not.
It's in!
Oh my God, it tricked me.
Delaney Keen, Cora Houdini, and the Netherlands going to continue to grow their lead. It's 5-3, and you can see the pick there set by Prasad. That was the difference in Delaney Keen just getting enough space. She got absolutely cracked at the end of that shot. Is what an oh my goodness!
So unlucky from Böhm.
And
She
Kiana
went to the
Böhm.
5-hole and she kicked it in. But that's a hat trick.
Yep, that's her hat trick. Comes in the third quarter. So it's 5-3 for the Netherlands. Again, here comes Baker. She'll slow things down.
She's in the 6th with 15 points. Just trying behind Hilary Grehan. Tessa Half is just 1 point shy from Veronika Švecová. If she scores or gives an assist, she can be on the top.
So loose ball lost by the Netherlands, lost by Germany, picked up by the Netherlands, but the time runs out on the shot clock. So 2:12 to go in the third quarter. Again, here comes Germany. This is Marlene Steyer. Now back up top to Cardos. Cardos thought about looking for the shot, passes out to Helf, and shot deflected. It's going into the boards, and delayed penalty. Or
A
no,
2-goal game once again.
not going to.
Germany couldn't equalize. A bit of higher pressure from them. Spend more time on the Dutch side. And now we have a small break. A
Need
little
to wipe down a
cleaning,
slot.
yeah.
Yep.
And here comes the fun fact. Alaska is the biggest state. It's bigger than the 3 coming next combined. Almost 2.5 times bigger than Texas. And then
Really?
California, Montana, and New Mexico.
Wow.
It's 665,384 square miles.
Wow.
And you know, despite being the largest state, Alaska has one of the smallest population in the U.S.
Yep. And it also, if you didn't know, as a wraparound goal attempt, not going to go in for Shire. But if you didn't know that in Alaska, like here at times, but even worse, they don't get darkness essentially. It stays light almost all summer, all year long. As a shot was taken again, this time Bohm though able to stay on top of it. Nice move to create some space by Bieber.
Just like the sun shines in Alaska, Böhm shined again, saving the opportunity, keeping her team in game. I think one more goal from the Netherlands put the final nail in their coffin.
You never know, but in box lacrosse, I mean, 2 to 3 goals is not really an insurmountable lead. Obviously, with how this game is going, it's hard to think that an offense could just catch heat like that, but you never know. So Kudu gonna go outside on the feed to Demmer, who loses it. This is Heartseeker, who also lost it. Now loose ball picked up by Heartseeker. She's gonna go into the boards. Faced by Kudu and Ramsey, but somehow Tabia Heartseeker still has it. What a way to hang on to the ball. Someone might say check her stick, right? Now far side over to Helf. Step down to Helf and gonna deflect off the bounce to Lottie Barker, who again,
The penalty coming up.
going to go outside. Shot clock does go awry, but like you said, the late penalty.
It's a cross-check call.
Believe it might be Kudu heading to the bench.
Yeah, number 10, Kudu.
Again,
That's a hat trick
For her.
Kudu.
yep. In the
penalty box.
Yep, in the penalty box.
Yeah,
it
we
is.
were talking about that earlier. She almost got her third. She finally got it.
Yeah, not exactly the hat trick you want to have, so to speak. So less than 15 seconds left in the third quarter for Germany to try to add on a goal and bring it within 1 to enter the fourth. Skip pass, looking for something. Helf, or Barker, looking for Helf, and knocked down. Some confusion, and that'll end up doing it for the rest of the third quarter. It is 5-3 for the Netherlands over Germany in this crucial Game 5 of the women's round robin. We'll be back here for more fourth quarter action in just a moment. Start of the fourth quarter here in Prague. It's 5-3 over the Netherlands for over the Germans. It's been a defensive battle so far. Delaney Keene, it should be for Germany. Or excuse me, not for Germany. I'm all messed up. The red, blue, and white flag has kind of always thrown me off a little bit compared to the orange. Throughout this tournament, I've always been a little bit confused, but now it makes sense. Obviously, they gave the a different color, but a little bit of a throw off for me. Maybe I should just use it. Oh, and Tessa Health! What a shot!
The captain from downtown closes the gap between the two teams, and that's her 16th goal so far in the tournament. She is the goal scoring leader, and she is a joint top point leader with Shvetsova. That was the most important shot for her so far.
And you could see again in the clip from the goalie's perspective of behind the net, Saeed, the second the ball goes over to Tessa Health, she steps over to that side, and just Tessa Health getting the ball is what's able to get the goalie to move out of her spot, and ultimately again creating the opening in the shot angle for the Germans to bring it within a goal.
Great save by Böhm. She saw the ball all the way in. Couldn't cover. She could cover the left side of the goal.
Try to wrap around for the Netherlands as Van Verseld working her way back up to the top part of the floor. Now near side again to Van Verseld, took the shot on the bouncer. A second chance opportunity off the rebound.
Two great save by Böhm once again. That's why she's in the goal for the second half of the game.
Keelings outside to Kudut. Kudut taking the shot, it's in! And just as you say that, Sophie Kudut, her second in the Netherlands. Just like they have every single time the Germans have scored, they respond again as Prasad for the Netherlands again. Bellamy Prasad, a perfect pick right at the right time on Miriam Bieber, and that creates just enough space for Sophie Kudut to make that shot. And again,
that's her first goal of the game. Or maybe second.
As Keene to Bohm. Deflected off the glove of Saeed.
So it's a 10-goal game so far. Match is the lowest scoring game, which was between Netherlands and Israel. Israel won it 9-1.
So this is Koszarek, excuse me, gonna work her way outside. That was Shire. Shire still has it, facing tough pressure. Shire getting out of it. Had the dump down low to Koszarek, but the pass was too high, unable to bring it in. But scooped back up by the Germans. This is Schiefer. She took the shot just beyond the red circle, and shot clock does end up winding down. So again, here comes the Netherlands. This is Van Bilsen makes a move. Van Bilsen near side. This is Prasad. Prasad looking. Now again, Netherlands continue to move. Ramsey takes the shot. It's rejected by Bohm. Now Prasad again on the rebound. Kudut. Nice move from Van Verselt, and shot doesn't even reach the net either way though. Shot clock expires for the Netherlands. Is unable to get it out of their own end.
It's going to be a penalty once again.
You gotta give them a little space. You gotta give them a little space.
It happened once before, giving too much pressure before the whistle.
Yeah, you gotta give them space to be able to clear it.
It's really unnecessary penalty once again, which is really important because it's a roller coaster ride so far between Netherlands and Germany. Anytime Germany can climb back to 1-goal differential, the Netherlands attacker somehow finds a way to build it back to a 2-goal lead, but this really unnecessary penalties can cause some problem. Germany scored 2 on 8 occasions so far. They need to do something with their power play, but it can easily change in a minute.
So ball loose in the crease. Eventually Germany tries reaching inside and called with the crease violation. So again, the Netherlands will look to move on offense. This is Verboom facing pressure from Bieber. Attempted pick from Wheelings. Verboom still has it. About half the shot clock gone now. Now pick from Prasad. Verboom out to Prasad. Prasad near side.
A minute left from the penalty.
And nowhere to go. So again, a solid power play kill to start out. I mean, about 30 seconds, 40 seconds gone of that power play kill in the short-handed offensive possession.
It's 2 from 9 for Germany. They need to fix these problems with the power play unit, not scoring enough.
So Health. The Schiefer back to Health. Surveying to Barker. Took a nice shot from Baker, and Barker is a little bit slow to get up. As this sets the fast break opportunity for Van Bilsen, and Kiana Bohm, step for step, rejects it.
Bohm keeps it alive for Germany.
So
and it could have been another short-ended goal for the Netherlands. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty too.
Stressendorfer back up top. To Health. Health looking around, surveying, trying to dunk it in, and off the bouncer, too high. That was Clara Kiekbusch on the shot, is knocking it up via check. This is Van Verselt.
Ooh, it got deflected on the German defender, and a quick reflex from Bohm makes the right shoulder save. And that's a penalty coming up on Germany.
No, it looks to be.
Yeah.
Nope. To be a heart seeker. No, actually.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't her.
But she's the in-home.
It is on her. So she will go over to the box. She will.
Yeah.
Yep.
They stepped in too fast.
Okay, so 2 minutes for the Dutch on the power play and about 10 minutes left in regulation. This is Van Bilsen facing heavy pressure again from the Germans. And far side over to Keane to Prasad, back to Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen feeding it inside and unable to put it on it. Cooted over to Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen out to Keane. Keane hangs on to it. The shot clock was reset. Keane out to Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen thought about passing and took a wild shot. They go off the walls and a bit short-handed offensive possession for Germany.
They are 0 for 2 so far on the power play. Hasn't scored any.
Yeah, not a lot for either side on the power play so far. So, again, Lottie Barker going to take it far side. Now, near side to Tessa Helf. Pick sent in at the right time by Schiefer, but not a whole lot of space for Helf to maneuver. Helf going to go far side to Barker again. Barker corralled by multiple Dutch defenders and nowhere for her to go. Baker giving pressure. Barker eventually just lets it go. And another step down shot, it's in! Katharina Schiefer on the second chance rebound. And the Germans again gonna draw within one.
That's a short-handed goal for Schäfer and Germany. Only a goal difference between the teams once again. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. These opportunities are more and more important for both of the teams, scoring or defending. It was a rebound perfectly shot back by Schäfer. 6-5, little less than 9 minutes remaining.
So face-off one and brought in by the Germans as they had it for a second. Now it's another loose ball, and we'll see if they're able to get back on top of it. They can for a second, and now they, again, still struggling to clear it, but they will as Bieber will have possession. Now far side over to Dressendorfer, who works her way in. But again, shot going a little bit too high. Dressendorfer will get her own rebound, but it'll go back.
If you look to the right side of the German bench, you see Hipper half standing, half sitting. Definitely she's injured, but she was lucky, I think. Hopefully she will be all right as soon as possible.
Right. So working their way back inside was Wolberg. Now to Ramsey. Ramsey, far side down low to Van Verselt. Power play is over.
0 for 3.
The Netherlands on top is Ashley Ramsey. Again, able to respond to the Germany goal. And some great ball movement from the Netherlands as goes to Van Verselt out to Ramsey. You don't get to see the full extent of the ball movement, but just kind of lucky it trickles in there at the end. Again, Kiana Bohm was in there at the right spot, but it just goes right in between her legs. And Ashley Ramsey gonna knock one in for the Netherlands, so it'll be 7-5 for less than 8 minutes to go in regulation. But any kind of goal you're gonna take, you're either side, is a nice pickup by Keane. And takes the shot, but Bohm rejecting it. So again, this is Kiri Sander, who has the opportunity, maybe forced it a little bit too early. As deflected away by Visser, who's been on point in the second half for the most part. Is Van Verselt going to work her back way to Ramsey, who just scored. Now skip pass over to Demmer. Now again, dropped and taken away from the by the Germans, but Sophie Kudu going to take away the pass from Emily Richter that was going essentially nowhere. Now back outside, skip pass again to Keane, who's subbing on late. Again, far side, Kudu takes the shot! It looked like it was in. as the net going to knock out of place, and that'll take us to our media timeout midway through the fourth quarter. So much happening, very, very exciting. We'll be back in just a moment for the rest of the fourth quarter between Germany and Netherlands. So again, quickly back for the final 6 minutes and 40 seconds of this one between Germany and the Netherlands. It's 7-5 for the Netherlands, and it's very, very low scoring in the first half, 2-1, and we've definitely gotten some scoring here in the second half.
They still hasn't scored that much, but finally there are a couple of players on the board.
As
We have
gorgeous
one hat trick.
trail check from Van Bilsen. I apologize, didn't mean to interrupt you, but it looked like for a second it might have been a power play for the Netherlands as they'll pass it up, and now at this point it looks like they just want to slow things down, try to burn as much clock as they possibly can. Now Denmark going to go far side to Ramsey at the 7th goal. Now back up top to Verboom. Verboom going to roll left. Outside to Ramsey again. She takes the shot, but taken away and rejected from Kiana Bohm. Oh,
That's a big hit on her. It's number 11, Laura Roth. And a penalty coming up. Number 77, Fanke Bicker.
so I don't know what was told to these girls pre-game about the Germany pressure. Don't get me wrong, Germany definitely aggressive, but
that wasn't nice.
I mean, it has just been relentless today from the Netherlands, and Lottie Barker will take a near side. You can hear the discontent from some of the fans here.
Wanted a major.
So 2 minutes power play for Germany.
That's one of the most important power play for Germany. Less than 6 minutes remaining on the game. They must score from this if they want to.
As cut inside. Dressendorfer. And it's again into the boards. That was Issa Flux.
Yeah, looking back, the pre-game talk with the coach of the Dutch side, it feels like a mind game for us.
It really does. He's gonna fake the pass and thought about going with Van Bilsen, and
That's another penalty.
wow, Sophie Kudut again.
That's her fourth.
Wow.
5-on-3. This is their biggest chance to equalize. This is the chance for Germany to come back.
The moving pick, yep.
They must score at least once, but twice.
And if you're the Netherlands and you're facing down 5-3 for 2 minutes now, then another minute and 21, or a minute 21, excuse me, of 5-on-3, and then another 2 minutes of 5-on-4. If you end up losing this game, that's all you're going to think about. As on the move, there's a bouncer from Shire. He's looking to add on the total for her. Now Tessa Health has space! So again, nice pick. That was Schiefer. Now setting up Health, and again rejected.
A huge pressure from Germany. Shots after shots.
It's down low again to Tessa Health. And finally, the German offense hits pay on a power play.
That's her hat trick. Second power play goal from Health. And that's the first part of the job. They need to fix the score. It's not 8-5, it's
7-5.
7-6.
7-6, yeah, now. Should be, yep, there we go. Duda.
And more than a minute remaining on the second penalty. 5 against 4. The really important face-off so far.
To go to the Netherlands is Femke Baker will take it off point. Is so quickly to Keen.
Hannibal should have done the better. A minute and 13 seconds remaining on the penalty. Germany must avoid conceding a short-handed goal. But the Netherlands try to do everything to maintain their lead. It's also really important to them to minimize the damage. They conceded 1 power play goal so far. It's really hard to play a woman down for so long, or 2 women down.
That's what happened on the previous goal. It just got to a point where eventually Germany was finally able to feed one in for the goal. But
she needs to shoot.
About 30 seconds on the power play, 10 on the shot. They're going to try to kill as much time as they can. Baker going to try to roll her way out, and she will take the shot ultimately almost as soon as the shot clock runs out. And 3:39 for Germany. Try to make this thing work. 20 seconds on the power plays. The Netherlands did a great job of trying to kill the remaining of the clock there.
Another really important play for Germany. 3 minutes 30 remaining on the game.
That's cut in.
Oh,
rejected. Second chance shot for Helf on the rebound. Again rebounded by Barker. Now back up top to Cardos. Back to Helf. Helf near side. Surveys. Going to find Barker in front of the net. And unable to knock it in. And that'll be the power play for Germany. So 1 for 2 for them.
Yeah, half a job done. 3 from 11 opportunities.
As Helf
still has a chance to equalize. The growing pressure from Germany. Less than 3 minutes remaining on the game.
Helf on the feed. Balbuena, who's not able to hang on to it. Still fight for the loose ball. Balbuena still fighting for it.
A great field hockey play from Balbuena so far.
And the ball's still up, but ultimately going to go into the stick of Sandy Visser. And that'll be a timeout for the Netherlands. So back here in just a moment for the final 2 minutes and change of this one. Doing have to go in the final moments of this classic between the Netherlands and Germany. As Kudu on the move. She'll work her way behind the net. Again, we'll just try to kill as much time as possible. Kudu back far side to Keen.
Yeah,
Keen to Prasad.
Time management is the most important thing for the Netherlands. A little more than 2 minutes remaining.
Shot far out from Van Verselt.
Perfect for them. A fully reset.
Rebound. Smart shot selection there. Outside. Nice move by Van Bilsen.
Really smart play by the Dutch side.
It's a feed inside. Had Healings unable to hang on to it, but Healings gonna try to get back on top of it. Ball will roll into the crease and into the glove of Kiana Bohm.
One of the last chance for Germany. 1.5 minutes remaining on the game.
Says Dressendorfer trying to take it herself. She will. Kim Dressendorfer. And we've got ourselves a tie game for the first time since the first quarter.
Oh my God. Try to breathe, buddy. I don't want to lose you. 7-0. What a play by Dressendorf. She went all alone against 3 Dutch defenders, beating her defender on the right side, going for 5-hole. Shot, couldn't save it. What a goal by Dressendorf.
And you can tell Femke Baker and Kimberly Verboom both thought that Dressendorfer was going to slow down there and try to let the offensive play develop there. But Dressendorfer says, you know what, I'm going to take it myself, and the slides were way too late. And now Germany with the go-ahead goal. And now a chance to win it potentially with a minute left to go in regulation.
They already scored 4 times in this period.
It's pass intercepted by Kudut. Ooh, Kudut has Van Bilsen as the pass is too high.
Oh my God, it was so close for them.
Wow.
45 seconds remaining. That's a big mistake from the German side. But both of the teams are a little tired. Picked up ball.
And too high off the shot from Laura Roth. She will pick up her own rebound.
And of course a timeout for Germany. What a end game for this matchup.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This game has just been outstanding. It's been everything that it could have been hyped up for and even more, as I mean, the Netherlands came into this game as a bit of an underdog, as Germany has been one of the best teams so far, and outside of obviously their 4-0 collapse against England, they would be undefeated right now if not for that loss.
And they're going to play Israel tomorrow. Oh, what an end game from both of the teams. And I told you it's really important for the final position in round robin. What an end game from Germany. They scored only once in the first half. Already scored 6.
And this game is so big for both sides. And again, you can see in the top left corner of the screen, Annie Hipper shaking her right fist up in support of her squad. And we'll see if Germany can put it away for her, or if the Netherlands can spoil this one for Germany and make it 3 in a row.
Both sides.
The atmosphere is electric. Health makes a move, it's too far.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Half back to do something.
Try to move it around. Steyer too far out and the shot clock expires.
10 seconds.
So here comes Verboom. Gonna try to set up the quick fast break.
3 seconds.
Van Bilsen out wide to Keen.
Rejected
by Bohm.
By Bohm. This is the first overtime game at here in Jižní Město. What a game between Germany and the Netherlands. It worth it.
No doubt about it. It is 100% worth it. As wow, what a way to end this one as we'll head into overtime. 4 quarters, not enough. And we'll be back here in just a moment for the exciting conclusion of Germany and the Netherlands in Game 5 of the women's round robin. Had to let the crowd noise simmer for a little bit, had to create the atmosphere, let everybody know how everyone's feeling inside of the arena. As we are in extra overtime, you can see the scoring differential. It's been up and down. The Netherlands have led for most of the second half.
It was only the beginning, the game, and one time when they were equal. But at the most important time, at the end of regulation, Germany could bounce back. Here we are with the first overtime. It's a sudden death.
This is Keane on the opportunity, somehow getting out of it. Delaney Keane on the shots. But Kiana Boom standing tall. Ball goes into her knee pad. And real quickly, just wanted to preface for anybody who doesn't remember, I'm sure German fans do, but for those who don't understand how the overtime rules work here at the European Box Lacrosse Championships, it's sudden death. So first goal will do it, and that'll win it. So whoever's able to get in the back of the net first will take this one. Health on the shot, again down low towards the 5-hole. Now Tessa Health gonna go back outside. Again, far side to Schiefer. Schiefer gonna go behind the net. Now analyzing, looking around, back up top to Barker. Barker makes a move. And again to Health. Health takes the shot, gonna deflect off a defender.
Huge pressure from Germany. They just find their offensive form.
As Health skip past to Barker! Off the ricochet, back to Health. Nearly hitting the official, and the shot clock will run out.
I mentioned before it happened between the two teams at Utica, the World Championship placement game, where Germany won in overtime. Does history repeat itself? That's the biggest question. Or Netherlands can take the win in overtime against Germany.
Well, we'll see. Can it be a glitch in the matrix? Delaney Keane,
Or a,
near side.
or a disturbance in the force. Who knows?
Oh, I like that one better.
That's a big mistake.
As that's dropped to be a heart seeker on the one-on-one with Delaney Keane. It's too far out. And ricocheting off the glass will go back to the German side of the floor. And again, the Netherlands offense set up of a chance to win this one. As it's just been back and forth, and back and forth some more. This is Hanneke van Verseld. Van Verseld worked her way behind the crease, thought about it for a second, trying to feed it inside the Healings.
Great defensive play by number 8.
It's a great play right there from Kiri Sander to knock it out. Now, Healings, very hard pressure off the stick of Laura Roth, going to go into the box as Ramsey's got it now. Just trying to keep it in play.
Great play from Roth after she loses the ball, putting big pressure on Ramsey just next to the board and winning the ball back to Germany.
And again, the pressure has been relentless for Germany, and that'll be a timeout for the Germans as they'll look to set up their next offensive play. And, well, you got to think now, I mean, we talked to them pre-game, and they said it was going to be so important about getting the ball around and fighting the right shots, right? Not forcing things and being able to put yourself in a good position to put the ball in the back of the net, but not being restrained with it and not taking just every shot that's available to you. And now you got to think that they're definitely drawing something up here, and you got to wonder what they've got drawn up.
I can imagine a whole roller coaster ride so far in this game. It wasn't the best offense from both of the teams in the majority of the game. Somehow Germany finds a way to score 4 in the last period. This is so interesting. This is so interesting.
This is absolutely massive. And again, I'm just trying to shut up, honestly, because I want people to hear the atmosphere inside of this arena.
Oh my God.
So you can hear the sticks. It is. This is Tessa Health. Gonna try to feed inside from the far side. Picks up her own rebound, and the ball was just way too far in the pass to Lottie Barker.
Big pressure from Germany.
Stressendorfer forcing the pressure, and again, another timeout. This time, it'll go for the Netherlands.
Good call from the coach just before the 10 seconds runs down, and the Netherlands almost lost the ball. It was a smart high pressure, women to women, defending from Germany. Anything can happen from that point, anything.
No doubt about it. Dressendorfer facing putting a lot of pressure on the Dutch to get that ball out quickly, and well, they called a timeout. So again, another opportunity for the Dutch to put this one away.
It would be really upsetting for the Netherlands after they almost leading the whole game, but for the last couple of minutes.
It's been even. As Daria Saeed, by the way, is in the net for the Netherlands.
High pressure up.
So here's Van Bilsen, flips it behind her to Kudut. Kudut gonna roll around, go near side to Keane. This is Bersad. Bersad on the move. Sophie Kudut, far side, Kudut. Back behind the net, gonna wrap around the Hannekeek.
Shot clock violation. Pretty
is
decent defending by the German side. And here we come, Half, the captain.
This is Tessa Helf. She'll go far side. She's operated outside the far corner all day. Just makes a move. Helf again. Analyzing field in front of her, and this is Dressendorfer had the go-ahead goal. Is gonna go outside to Barker. Barker down low, and Saeed, her stick was there.
She went for the 5-hole again, but Saeed was so
She was on target.
great. Yeah, she was on target. She was well positioned.
As Flux unable to hang on to it. Nice check by Steyer to knock the ball out.
But now is a higher pressure from the German offense. 11 minutes remaining from the first overtime.
To Helf. Helf analyzing again. As shot is taken from Cardos, and again, Saeed, she's got it. This is Verboom.
It's all about the two goalkeepers.
It is.
Huge towers in between the posts.
As some heavy pressure from Fushuber trying to knock Kudu behind the yellow line. Sophie Kudu on the move, losing the ball on the trail check. As Kiri Sander gonna knock it out.
What a play by Sander.
And she'll have the chance to scoop it up. As it'll go beyond the yellow line, and again, that'll be German ball. Just feels like a soccer match, just going back and forth, kicking the ball to each side of the field, as neither offense really getting comfortable in this overtime period just because of the relentless pressure they both faced.
Yeah, we can compare that to the FIFA World Championship. If any of you following that, there was two huge upsets, two big teams from Europe knocked out after penalty shutout. And if you were watching the extra time, the same thing happened. Minimum damage minimalization, if you want to say that.
Right.
A minimum risk taken.
Health facing the pressure. Stands tall up top to Barker. Now around, it's in! That'll do it! Kim Dressendorfer! She's got it again! She sends to overtime, and she'll send the Dutch packing! What a comeback for Germany!
History repeats itself. Hipper walking down the field. And they're going to grab her. Beautiful moment. That's a huge upset for the Netherlands. They had the lead almost all game. What a sad ending for them.
And wow, what a game it was. I mean, to be down, I mean, it wasn't even really necessary, and we said it earlier, 3 goals isn't really a crazy amount to come back from. As you can see the replay here, you go back upside the marker, and then here the shot was taken from Dressendorfer, just a little bit too late on the slide. Just a second from Boyson. I mean, wow. And again, Saeed just a little bit out of her spot and just enough of a space for Dressendorfer to knock that one in there. I'm panting.
We definitely gonna ask Dressendorf. She scored the two most important goals at the end of the regulation and overtime. Germany won this game by 1 goal. This is what happened at Utica, and this is what happened here at Jižní Město. I think we should go down and make the 2 post-game interviews. Don't look at me like that. We should do that.
Wait, what did you say? A little confusion up here in the broadcast, but we appreciate you all for tuning in to this absolute classic between Germany and the Netherlands. Wow, just back and forth all throughout. And for all those who are going to continue to watch, don't go away, as about an hour we'll have Israel and Finland as we will return here on the EBSL YouTube channel. So I'm here with Kim Dressendorfer post game. And Kim, first off, I'm saying your name right?
You do.
Okay. I was just making sure I said the right way. Kim, first off, amazing game, back and forth, just like down the whole game, able to come back, a massive overtime win for you guys. And first of all, let me just ask you, what's the flipping mentality from your last game against England, where you guys were up the whole game and ultimately had the tough loss, compared to today, where you guys are able to come all the way back and win in overtime?
I feel like you got to take both games kind of different, like a little bit separately. Obviously, like today they came out really strong, very tough. They were like challenging us with great checks and like all the way over. So they made it really uncomfortable. I feel like against England team we were a little bit more fluid. So yeah, every game is different, I guess. What made it hard today is obviously the physicality. But I think overall as a team, we really never gave up. I mean, the girls were just fighting their butt off, and we were there. We always believed in ourselves, and we knew we can come back.
Awesome. And obviously the big one we're going to talk about here, you had the go-ahead goal to send us to overtime, and then you followed that up with the go-ahead game-winning overtime goal where, you just let it go there. Obviously got hit a little bit at the end of the play. What were you seeing defensively that allowed for you to, cash in these huge goals for your squad?
So for me, it was just like I missed the last game because we had a little car accident, so I couldn't play yesterday. So for me, it was like I got to get out there. I got to play my best. I have fresh legs. I want to fight as much as I can, and I think I did. And the team coming back out here, trusting me, means the world to me. Giving me the chance to score and trusting me, putting me back in defense, and giving me the transition goals. I think that's all that matters within this team, and speaks so many words about them.
And just last question here. Obviously, you had the home crowd backing you guys up. You had quite a people showing up, and well, not home crowd, but you know what I mean. You had the hometown people from back in Germany come to support you guys. How much does that mean to you to have this huge overtime win? Show all the adversity that you guys went through to be able to come out on top. Like, what does that mean to have them here to support you guys?
I mean, it means the world. I mean, look at us. We are a homegrown team. We built up from learning this game 3 years ago to being here on the stage and delivering world-class lacrosse. I think that speaks volume. Coming here, having the fans here, I mean, I'm getting chills just thinking how much effort we put in, how much time we have to spend next to our jobs investing in the sport, and them supporting us. I mean, everyone probably can't imagine how much that means for us. So it's just incredible. The best people.
That's awesome, Kim. I appreciate you.
Deutschland, weiter geht's.
I appreciate you, Kim. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here with the alternate captain, Bellamy Prasad, and Bellamy, obviously, tough one today, but you guys came out and fought really, really hard against a really good, tough and physical German team. And first up, I'm going to ask you, guys, I talked to your coach pre-game, and she was talking about how, a little bit concerned she was, especially in the back end with some of the German checks, but you guys went out there and frankly out-muscled them for a lot of this game. So what was the mentality you guys had going into the team to take it to them?
I think the main word we had was domination, so we really wanted to get right from the start, get going. I think you can also see that from the amount of penalties we had. I think we never had so many penalties as we did today, but we came out strong, which was really good. And even with the man down, we really kept it up. And that's really the orange spirit, to just keep going, fight all the way to the end. And unfortunately, it was a loss for us today, but tomorrow's another day and we got to keep fighting.
And Bellamy, I saw the other day against Czechia, you had your first goal, obviously, but today, what I noticed, your off-ball transition movement, your ability to set picks and to go out there and create shooting lanes, that made a huge difference. I counted at least 2 to 3 goals that were literally set up just by you creating some open movement. So what were some of the things that they talked to you guys about on your off-ball movement? Because that was a very big, strong part that I noticed when it came to your offensive game plan today.
Yeah, I think we really have our physicality with us, so we really wanted to use it. We know that Germany was going to pressure out quite a lot, which means they open up the mid space a lot. So really pick and rolls was really the game plan as well. Our coaches told us what to do, and we did it. And I think we set each other up for success only, just miss a little bit, but we really worked for it. And yeah, I think it was really great.
It was all-time classic. I mean, you know how it goes sometimes.
Germany,
fortunately.
Germany and Netherlands is always
yeah.
Always the close game. So it's always fun playing against them. We had a scrimmage as well, also very close. So we knew we were gonna have to fight hard, and yeah, that's what we did.
That's awesome. And just one last question for you. You had the home fans, or not necessarily the home fans, the fans from back home. I said that for Kim Dressendorfer's interview as well. And how much does that mean to you guys, just having all of them here to support you guys and making the trip? And you could hear the atmosphere. It was electric in here for the end of this game. I mean, that's just something special. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think I'm a bit biased, but we have the best fucking fans. Oh, sorry, but the best fans in the world. Honestly, they come up everywhere. When Utica they were there, and here they are, and they just keep shouting. I think when we were playing against the Czech, they had more people, but I think we were the loudest ones, and that's just really what kept us going throughout the entire game. So yeah, it was amazing.
I appreciate it so much, Bellamy. It was great talking to you. You had a great game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.